Good morning. Okay, let's just put this one on. I'm figuring out some of my sound settings still, so just give me a second. Oh, and I need to get the chat open right here. Otherwise, there's no communication. Chat, go there. Okay. I think that's fine. I hope the sound is good. I'm trying something new. So I lowered the overall volume of the of everything. So the music volume and my microphone. But I hope I'm at least louder than the music. It's a little bit hard to tell, to be honest, for my side. Unless I make a recording, even then sometimes it's still not obvious what's happening. Yeah, let's hope for the best. Okay, so I actually got I did a couple of things in the last few days when you weren't here. And the first thing I did was I fixed my nodes. That thing I left, right? But then I also uploaded, or I didn't upload, I added the asset packs that I got from Cinti, and yeah, it's basically just the Cinti asset packs that I bought. That's pretty good. It's pretty cool, I think. This is just an example scene, right? So they just let you play around in it. Pretty cool. At least it gives you an idea of what you can do with it, right? Now, obviously, to make my own UI look this good is a different story, but at least have some references. We can go to main menu again, and then we can also just see the elements. Like if you want to see buttons, for instance, we can go to buttons. Here we can check all the different. This is pretty nice. I actually have no idea how you would even do this, but anyway. Oh, that's the sound button. Okay, so these are the buttons, but obviously, you know, they have toggling. I see, and this is also using UGUI, and it's got an animator on it, ish. I actually don't know if that's possible with UI Toolkit, so I might not ever be able to get it to look this good, right? They are literally animating these buttons, which is cool and unfortunate at the same time. Okay. Anyway, let's just... I'm not focusing on this right now. This is another day's problem, so let's get... Just like, where is my actual scene? So there we go. I just get back to my scene and work on the game. I also have some other assets, but yeah, I'm not gonna play around with assets just now. Yeah, I downloaded the ships and stuff, so we can actually, you know, start changing the visuals here. You know what? Let's change some of the visuals. Let's just do that because it's fun and it's gonna look nice. Okay, so buttons do I have to change? I think my region views. Okay, so this logistics hub visual doesn't look great, right? So let's get something better for that, right? So what would a logistics hub look like? Let's go to my Cinti folder. Now, I don't think... Yeah, somehow I don't think I really have a good ship. For this, I might have to build a ship. I think they give you, like... So they give you a bunch of ships, obviously, but then you can also build things with the little modules or whatever they have here. If I wanted to. No. Like, what is this? Right, it's some part of a vehicle. But I guess I could do something like this, you know, just add a bunch of stuff here. Why is it all at an angle like that? It's kind of annoying. I don't know what I'm doing, but hey, this is a logistics hub now. Okay, let's see if we can't put some other things in here to make it look interesting. Okay, no, that's the same thing. I don't know about that one. Yeah, some of these are so small. Yeah, working at an angle like this is pretty stupid. But okay, well, whatever. I'm just making something, right? So it's fine. Wow, that thing is massive. Which one was this now? Engine pod. It is this one, okay, but if you drag it in like that, they're quite big. Huh. We'll just stick it on the side. Oh geez, even these things are all sideways. Okay. I didn't realize that. Okay, well, you know what? That's our logistics hub, I guess. Oh, actually, let's just go in here and let's get rid of those two. Ah, they're quite big, hey. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we need to scale them down a little bit. Fair. I guess I could just change the scale here, right? Yeah, that looks fine. Why is this one still big? Why is the Earth logistics hub so big? Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like something. Okay, that's our logistics hub. I think then... Okay, wait. If I click on the zoomed view... Oh, we still have this ugly logistics hub. That won't do. Okay, so what I should do now... Why do we have two separate types of logistics hub, actually? Yeah, that's not what I want. Actually put the logistics hub in there. Okay, it's pretty large. Ugh, am I looking at the wrong thing? If I am. Okay, my bad. I wanted to look here. This logistics hub is too big. .15. Okay, it's still a large thing. Okay, but it should be large, right? It is a large structure. Just not... you know, the size of the planets, maybe. Okay, it's still quite a bit larger than the planets. Oh, jeez. Why is it so big? Okay, let's leave it that size for now. I think the Jupiter region we could check maybe. Yeah, the thing with the logistics hub is it's big, right? But it's also kind of... nothing is really to scale, right? It's representative of scale, of in some way. So it's also kind of fine that it's that big. Okay. Now the next thing, I kind of want to change the Vulcan's visual. Right, okay, this is just a square. That's terrible. Okay, let's look at this visual and work with it. Right, so... let's see. First of all... I think I'm just gonna create empty. Vulcan vision, right? Like that. And then I'm okay. Well, let's just work on it. I'm going to make it a prefab so I can add it there as well. So let's see. Okay, so there are a bunch of ships we could technically be putting in here. Right, that looks quite nice. Let's rotate. Oh no, don't wanna rotate it that way. Don't want to rotate it that way either. So this is what this ship looks like if it's on its side. So these are cool, but they might be my cargo ships, right? At the end of the day, they're not going to be Vulcan. Vulcan needs to look like a structure of sort. So similar to how I built... the logistics hub, right? So I need to do something like that, I think. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So We need some sort of a base. Hey, Bambit. Am I making an FTL game? No, actually not. I'm making a space game, but we're not going faster than light. I will go pretty fast, but I want to keep the movement, like, it is a little bit futuristic, and like the in game you get to wormhole travel and stuff like that, but it's actually, well, that's the end of the game, right? Making it to the wormhole in this case, but yeah, the base travel speed will not be anything like faster than light or anything like that. And what I should do, should just make this a prefab, open it, and then start dragging things in. Because I just want to see what some of these ship parts look like, right? No, it's like vehicle part, body. That's fine. That's also a vehicle part, I guess. A Halo game. Like the shooter. I'm definitely not making a shooter, no. Okay, these are just miscellaneous parts. Nah. That sounds quite ambitious. I don't... You could go for it, though, but I think I'm just gonna sit here and make my space game. Thanks for the offer, though. Okay. $10 zillion. Damn. That's a lot of zeros. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? What are you, miscellaneous part? Oh, it's this thing. Okay. Thank you, not that big. You know what, actually? What if we just increase the size of these two things? Yeah, okay, that makes sense that that would happen. Okay, yeah, so the game is... Okay, I don't know, do you know any 4X games like Stellaris, Endless Space, those types of games? So I'm not making one of those, but what I am doing is a kind of space game, a space management game, right? But the point is, like in those games, you don't worry about resources being moved around through the solar system, right? Logistics happens automatically. You just have a resource bar at the top. You don't know how your resources got there. You don't know how they're going to get to the place where you're building your ships or whatever. It just happens, right? Resources are teleported around the universe. In my game, I basically I'm trying to strip down everything from a game like that. Obviously, not stripping it really. I'm just not building those systems. So all the combat and things, it's not a problem. It doesn't exist. But logistics is a big problem. So the management is logistics, right? And you're still building out your empire. It's only on a solar system level. And you slowly but surely add outposts to planets, start mining, exploiting resources. But the real challenge is getting the logistical system working so that resources get to the places they need to be at the appropriate time, etc., etc. And then finally, you work your way to the edge of the solar system over time where there's a wormhole. And then you essentially get to the wormhole and you try to basically to enter the wormhole, but you need to do a few things like build this mega structure around the wormhole that kind of stabilizes it and shields it or whatever. But that's like the end game. Yo! That man Robin, how's it going, man? So let's think about this. Not sure if this is going anywhere. Just putting ship parts on this thing. It might look like something. I'm not the artist, so forgive me. I want to duplicate this. And then I want to move it to the side and flip it. Probably not the right way to do this, but anyway, it's what it is. It is what it is. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm streaming a little bit, yeah. It's been a while, hey? Thanks, Bambit. Yeah, no, you got that right. Yeah, unfortunately my other game is not feasible anymore. Oh, what's this? Why is it green there? No, this is gonna look like anything at the end of the day. We'll just fool around with it a little bit until it looks kind of like something, and then we should get back to coding because I'm kind of procrastinating now. Don't know if I want that thing on there. We should put engines on it, right? What are these? These look like engines. They look like jet engines, not really rocket engines. Or, you know, space engines. Maybe that one could be an engine. Yeah, man. You do what you can do, right? Currently, I don't have a artist anymore, so my nice 3D game with all the cool art is no longer feasible till my artist comes back. So, in the meantime, you know, you make something that you can make, and I can make something that's a little bit more code heavy, I guess. Or at least I'm gonna try. But while using some assets. What does that look like from the top, eh? Are we getting the feeling this is part of something that's realistic? I'm not really getting that feeling, right? It's kind of not entirely the feeling I'm getting. Okay, so let's see if we make this thing 18. What does it look like? Okay, I'll go do something like that. Make them the same size. Them on the same level. Boom. Duplicate. Put another one over there. I'm trying. You got 2 3D artists on board. Yeah. Well, hopefully you're not paying them while you're not knowing what to do, right? They don't have, it's contract work. So only when you give them something to do will they do something and get paid for it, right? Otherwise, that sounds like a bad business decision to just let them sit around for 2 weeks. Oh, they're working for free. Ah, okay, no, do whatever you want. It's all fine. Unless they get frustrated because they don't get any direction from you and then they quit. Don't let that happen either. That would be bad. Because free labor is hard to come by. You need to cherish it. Something. We'll just tuck these in here. Okay. Okay, we need something let's see. What is this thing? Hey, look at that thing. That's the thing I wanted. Fantastic. I should actually get rid of these other things that are just floating around. This is nice. This is what I need. Grab these things to the sides here. Yes. Actually, which one is this? Engine part 08. Oh, okay. I don't remember which one I clicked on here. What does 09 look like? Oh, that's the other engine part. No, okay, put this one like that. Negative 90. Move up. There we go. One, two, three. And I kind of want to duplicate this one. Stick another one on this side, right? Now, the only question is, does it look fine if I just rotate it? Eesh, okay, never mind. How do I mirror these things? Is that possible? Okay. One of them is mentoring under the guy who worked on Life is Strange. Dishonored, Witcher, Hogwarts. Damn. That's insane. And you have an environment artist as well. That's pretty crazy, man. Don't let this slip through your fingers, eh? How do I get this thing to just... Oh, wait a minute. If I scale it around the y-axis... No. This is the x-axis. Aha! I make this one negative 5, 5, 5. That's mirrored. I mirrored the thing. Yes, like it. Look at me. Okay, let's just make it the same size. Stick you. Okay, the lights are not doing me any favors right now. Okay, I'm gonna call that that a ship. What do you think? That looks like a spaceship type thing to me. Look at all those modules and things that it's got. Yeah, you know what? Let's not fiddle with it anymore. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, so now we have a Vulcan visual here. And I'm just gonna duplicate this and stick it in this side as well. Get rid of that one. Yes, okay, so now if we go to our solar system view, let's just check if it's big enough here. So from the perspective of the solar system, you can't even see it. It's too small. Okay. I need to scale this one. Ah, jeez. Okay, wait. Let's just put it at 0, 0. Maybe that's part of my problem. Okay, it's all of a sudden not that small. I just realized something. All of these are offset, right? Ah, shit. Okay, let's just create empty. Okay, that's the center, so all of these need to move up to there, right? Yeah, I don't know how I managed to do that, but anyway. Okay, that's roughly okay. Sort of. Okay. So this is actually way too big. .1. Yeah, something like that. There's Vulcan. And then in my region, so if we go to Earth region, maybe. That's probably much too large. Oh, damn. Yeah, no, that's just insane. Okay, so... 0.1, 0.05, 0.7. I like that size. No, it's quite large. Okay, wait. That's the planet. That's the logistics hub. Okay, we'll go with 0.05, I guess. The thing highlighting Vulcan is much too small now. There we go. Why is that big? Go away. Let's just play the game and see if this is working, because I don't know if anything I just did is working. Let's just see. I mean, I just added these things, right? I need to add lights and stuff to them still, because they're gonna look pretty boring, I guess. Okay, wow. Why is Unity loading so long? I guess it's the first time I'm trying to run it since I imported a butt ton of assets, so maybe that's my problem. Oh, come on, Unity. You're really gonna do this to me? Okay, cool. So... I can't click on Vulcan. That thing's massive. I mean, it's supposed to be a representation, but still, that's a little bit big. I don't know. And on this side, I can't click on it at all. Okay, let's go see why that's the case. I think it's because the Vulkan visual... This one's on the hover layer. This one's also on the hover layer. Change children as well. Okay, let's try it now. Maybe it's just because it needs to be on that specific layer to interact with it with the mouse. There we go. Okay, fantastic. So we can tell Vulkan to fly around. Look at it go. Right, and you can now see what I mean by the... you don't need a lot of detail necessarily because it's just so small. Like, this is how far you zoom. Now, obviously, when you click on a planet, you see Vulkan in quite a bit more detail. Then it might appear a little large. Yeah, it completely dwarfs everything. Okay. Hey, look at that. I'm mining. Okay. Okay, I'll just... let me just tweak the size a little bit more. So 0.2 maybe is a little better. Vulkan. Okay, then this logistics hub. Okay, so that's this one. Oh no, that's that one. I need this one. Zero 8. Right, it's still a big structure. There are 5. Yeah, I mean that's still huge, right? I think that's okay. Yeah, so I mean, they're quite large here. But that's okay, because you should be able to see them clearly. And then when you go in here, Vulkan is still a big thing, but it doesn't dominate the screen as much. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Okay. Now the space station is the space station, the outpost. It's the other thing I actually want to take a look at, right? So here. Outpost visual. So let's play around with that one. So I have an idea here because they have this nice space station model. That is quite large. Okay, wait. Let's zoom in and drag and drop it instead. Right, so. Okay, where did it drag and drop to? Yeah, okay, that's a little large. You know what? Let's make this one. Okay, that's still too big. Yeah, I mean, if you think about this as being the sub-region, that is way too much space station. Okay, so let's see. 0.02. That could be the right size. 0.03 maybe. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna start with this. Our space station. I'll reorientate it now. Want to build the stack, right? You do something like that. Ah, this is gonna be such an annoying process. You know what? Let's revert. Do that. Let's just make the visual very small. Let's just change the rotation back. Hey, Louis Fitness. Thanks for the follow, man. Ah, you can hear the South African accent, huh? Is it obvious? Is it that obvious? Are you also a South African with a South African accent? Okay, so we can build a space station, something like this. I get. Oh, that looks terrible. Why is it not in the center? Man, don't be like this. I dragged you into the middle. Yeah, I'm just changing. Oh. 0, 0. There we go. Okay. So I guess that could be a space station. What else do I have here that I could add to it? I have this thing. Put that at the bottom. Righto. I already put that part at the top. You know what? I think I can put another one of these in here. And I can actually rotate it, right? About the Z-axis. Ooh, that could work. Is it Louise? Louise, not Louis. Okay, Louise. It's not a man's name. Okay. Louise, like from Bob's Burgers. That Louise. Which part am I from? The Johannesburg part. Your dad's from South Africa. Or he's South African. The ghettos. Yeah, no, it's rough out here, right? I wouldn't recommend it. Where's your dad originally from? I mean, that's a space station, I guess. Yeah, we could call that a space station. I kind of want to make some of these things modular, so that you don't get the whole thing immediately. But for now, I'm gonna live with this, I think. Okay, so we obviously look at this thing from this perspective. So if we're gonna look at it from this perspective, let's get it at a good angle. First of all, I still think it's too big. Yeah. Okay, then we need to tilt it like this, maybe a little bit like that. So we definitely need to put rotation on this baby. How cool would it look if this thing moves? I think that'll be very nice. Okay, but for now, that I guess works. What is happening with this circle? I guess... guess this bit I could just move up. You don't see it always. It's only when you hover. Or is it only when you hover? Now that I think about it, I think you see it always. That's kind of ugly. Okay, but now we have... shit. Okay. They are kind of big. Yeah, that's pretty big. Okay, now let's go back. That is too much space station. Let's just put them on the side like that. Okay, let's go back and see if that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. I don't like the highlights that much, I'll be honest, but the space stations look legit. They look way more legit than anything else I've made. See, this is now the problem. These ships aren't made out of very detailed parts. Right, because they are too big, if that makes sense. So now the space stations looks massively detailed. I would need to build a the logistics hub and the Vulcan in a completely different way for these to look like they belong in the same place. Right, because Vulcan now and the logistics hub look kind of cobbled together. I mean, they were, but they don't have to look that way. Okay, but I'm gonna call it there and start coding stuff again, right? Because I've been faffing about with the visuals now for long enough, and there's no point in polishing this if you can't even play the game because the code is still broken. So let's launch some code. And you know what? Maybe before we get into this, maybe we should make some coffee first. Yeah, I think coffee before code. That sounds reasonable. Oh no, that my... Did the stream die on YouTube? Why? Okay, it looks fine again. Okay. Let's go on a quick break. So I can make me some coffee, and then I'll be back. Where's my quick break button? This one. Be right back. See you in however long the kettle takes. I'm back. And didn't take too long, did it? Okay. Let's see, where was I? Okay, so now I remember, yes. I remember this. Okay, so we were busy building the construction module and also the UI that goes with it, right? So I wanted to enable node buttons and disable node buttons. I don't know why I'm getting the nodes themselves. I should just get the button holder, right? Oh, I don't have access to the button holder. Okay, that's unfortunate. So, oh, I actually didn't give it a holder. Oh, that's an oversight. Okay, let's do that then. So we'll stick in a visual element right there, and we'll just take all this stuff and put it in there. Okay, and then this is the build node container. Sometimes I call it a holder, sometimes I call it a container. Depends on which English word I remember at that time. But yeah, what this allows me to do... Why is this called node heading? This is structure heading. You know what? I'm gonna do the same thing here. Bold structure container, like so. Okay, and now I need to figure out why they are doing things they are doing. Have I been to Cape Town? Yes. I've been there. I have family in Cape Town, or I should say I had family in Cape Town. Now they are family in the UK. I've definitely been to Cape Town, yes. I have a lot of friends also that moved down there, looking for something better. Which part? Oh no, I don't remember. I do not know Cape Town that well, so... But I've been there on holiday, I've been there for work. But it's normally just like... The holidays were quite a while ago, so I don't remember. The work stuff, it was more like... you know, get there, plug in the address into your GPS and just go there. Do I travel outside of Cape Town? South Africa. I've been to Germany and to the US. I actually went to the US for like 6 months. Lived there and did a bunch of training, essentially. It was for training, essentially, but I trained on power stations. So I was working on power stations on the job training, right? Yeah, apart from that, not so much, no. Oh, you're an American, okay. And you live in South Africa now. My condolences. No. America was... So, because I worked on power stations a lot when I was in America, I stayed in, like, rural America. Small... Oh, you live in California. Okay, you just visit Cape Town. Okay, I misread that sentence entirely. Yeah, but when I was in America, I was mostly rural, right? I was living in small small towns, working on the local power stations. And that was quite nice. I enjoyed that. It's a beautiful country, especially the rural areas. Yeah, the amount of trees you have there is insane. I was in Pennsylvania quite a bit. I did a big outage there, and in Mississippi. I think those were the two places I were for the outages. And then for training, we did most of our training in Florida. And then a little bit in Pennsylvania there in Pittsburgh, I think, is the city. If I remember correctly. You think our homes are bigger? I don't know about that. I think it kind of depends on what area you are in the US, right? Because you can find big homes. They might just be super expensive and made out of paper and wood. Oh yeah, I also have a pool at my house, but yeah, don't be jealous of a pool. It's a lot of work. I sometimes wish I could remove the pool. It's fun for a while, and then it's just work. Okay, so build node container. I need to grab this one. Visual element. Build. Where? Yes. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, no, I don't use it much. It's like anything, right? It seems like such a nice thing to have until you have it. Then you use it a lot for a while. Then you stop using it. Then the kids stop using it. Nobody uses it anymore. But guess what? I still have to maintain it, otherwise it looks like shit. Swimming your favorite cardio. Low impact stuff, eh? Yeah, have you got some joint issues? I can't say I've ever tried swimming for actual exercise. It's normally just for leisure. Oh, can I please stop doing that? Okay, so we need a visual element called build node container. Tanning topless, you say? Yeah, I don't know about that part. Unfortunately, our border walls are not that high. They're high enough, but some of the neighbors might still have a little bit of a view if they try. No, I've never had friends. Not at my pool. So, I only moved into this house recently, which means I didn't have a pool for quite a while. And when I moved into this house, I already had small kids, right? So people need to behave themselves. I think we are wild and open. It depends on, I suppose, which South Africans you are referring to. Those Cape Townians are a little crazy. Okay, so enable node buttons. This should be display style, flex. And then disable node buttons, display style, none. Right, that's straightforward like. Other pools? Yeah, I mean, things might have happened at other pools. I won't, I can't confirm or deny anything. Okay. Now this one I kind of also want to... Build structure button. I kind of think I want to do the same thing with the build structure container and hide that instead. Nah, sorry. Okay, build structure container. Yeah, I guess just private visual element, build structure container, and then we can stick it in here. Root container. .q. Hello? What's this thing doing? There we go. Do I feel like it's too much or fine in general? What are you talking about? The crime in South Africa? It's very high. It's too much. We are the capital of some of the worst crimes in the world. So that's a bad thing. Japan in South Africa that way? I don't know. I mean, I guess you could. I would say most people in South Africa is not too concerned about getting a tan. Only about, 8% of the population would maybe even benefit from a tan. But I mean, you could do what you want to do, right? If you feel like tanning topless is the thing you need to do, I mean, go for it. You just need to be careful of the sun in South Africa, though. Especially in the summer. It's similar to Australia, right? And they are also, I think they're the skin cancer capital of the world. Yeah, so some areas in South Africa are quite conservative. So typically, if you're talking about that, the Highveld area is quite conservative. So it's because it's mostly Afrikaans, right? Well, it's not mostly Afrikaans, but that's where a lot of the Afrikaans people are. Well, I couldn't say that. No, Cape Town is also very Afrikaans, so that's maybe a bad way to put it. But typically, the Highveld is more conservative than the coastal regions, right? So here in Johannesburg, Pretoria, Bloemfontein, those places, people are quite conservative typically. Okay, build structure container. I want you to go here instead and get hidden. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it like this. What do you mean? What about? How would I know? I mean, I'm. I go brawlers every day. I haven't once worn a bra in my life. I'm committed. Brawler's life. Okay. Hide buildable structure button. I don't know if I want to call it this. But I can. Yes, I can. Set buildable structure. Okay, yeah, we need to get the structure container and set it to flex now. Then change that stuff. Okay. Okay, so enabling and disabling nodes. This happens over here. If can build node, then we want to do view dot enable node buttons. Else view dot disable node buttons, right? Yes. Oh, what about my female friends? Yeah, I don't think it's normal for them. It's certainly not normal for my wife. So I would have to extrapolate from there. Okay, so let's see. Can I even test any of this stuff yet? Oh no, AI viewers, go away. Bad. I fixed it. Okay. So the construction node panel view model. It's not being created yet, so I can't access any of this yet. Right. Actually, let me just try something. I think I can try something. If I click on Vulkan, I go to construction panel. Okay, nothing happened. Okay, so it doesn't actually work yet. We should run through the logic and just make sure. Okay. What did I just do? Okay, so let's see. So we need a way to create a construction node panel view model. I think we have to rely on our UI manager to get that done, right? So let's see if we can get that working. UI manager, wait, are you? Oh, already had it open. Go figure. No. Just go sit there, that's fine. Okay. So, set node panel view. So I do these things, right, with the node panel view. Structure panel view, Vulkan UI, clear node. Okay. So I guess what I need to do is I need to have a way to set construction node panel view, essentially, right? Set construction panel view. Okay, and what we'll need here is a construction node. I'll just call it node, but it is a construction. Okay, so I guess we still clear our node panel view. Actually, when is this called? On node button clicked, pointer down event, get the node. Okay, so actually maybe we can use the same thing, right? Okay, well, we create a node panel view model, not... Okay, no, it doesn't work always. The on node panel, this could work. Have to do this instead. Yeah, the callback still works with a node. I guess we'll have to catch it and do something else here then. So if node.definition.id, is equal to construction, I think that's what the ID would be. Let's see. Data. Yeah, it's a special type of node, so we can make it do something special. So when we open up the construction node, what we do maybe is we set construction node panel view instead, right? And we pass in node as a construction node. Something like that. Right, and we return. We return, not whatever I just typed. Okay, we should still clear it. So we always clear. If it's a construction panel view, we jump over here. And then we do var view model equals new construction node panel view model. Give it a node. And we give it a view, I guess. Okay. So I guess we should have public construction panel view. Now that's actually... And public view that's quite a lot. Okay, so node panel view, construction node, and normal node. Okay. So okay, let's see. So node panel view dot clear. Yeah, we should probably do construction node panel view dot clear as well. So we clear both of those regardless of what we clicked on. Right, then if we go to... If we have a construction node, we set the construction node. Otherwise, we just do a standard panel view. Okay. So node plus construction node panel view, and then we do construction node panel view dot init. Okay. No, we can't because I don't know what that function does. So let's just go check. Well, what does this actually do? Oh, it gives it the view model. Okay. Don't have an init function. No. Public void init. No. Initialize. Okay, so what we want here is our view model. Okay, so then this dot view model equals view model. So we create a new model. Yeah. We created a new view model and we gave it in, yeah. Perfecto. Okay. I don't know when the node panel view gets created or referenced or anything like that. Oh, it's public. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I don't plug it in manually. Go to UI Manager. Yep, I did plug it in manually. Okay. I see. Yeah, so I'd have to do the same here. Construction node panel. Node panel. Okay. That's how that works. Okay, so the construction node panel, we need to plug it in like that. Same as the node panel. Okie dokie. Yeah, because I built it in the UI builder. It's not something that shows up or gets generated or whatever. So it's persistent. It creates itself at the start. Or I've created it in the editor. I just need reference to it. So that works. We can clear it. We can initialize it. So that's fine. Okay, initializing though. Yeah, okay, we might have to do this as well. Root container update. Yeah, okay, so when we initialize this, set it to flex. Let's see, what else do I do on clear? Okay, so I do a couple of things. When do I take... Okay, yeah, this is the display style at the start. Yeah, so I'm wondering when I go back. Okay, the node panel holder gets flex none. Okay. So the holder itself goes away. Display style.flex. Okay. Okay, so it stays flex, but we take the holder and we collapse that. Okay, so if we look at our view model now, so we don't dispose, but we should. Yeah, we'll look at what clear does, but there's definitely a place where this happens. Build structure clicked. Okay, build node clicked. Okay, we still have to figure those out. Okay, but on the view side, okay, this all works. We can clear, we can initialize, have start. Okay, let's just try it. It's not going to work 100%, but I just want to see something start working. Okay, construction. Hey, there we go. Back. Extraction. Okay, so the construction node remains. Okie dokie. So on the construction node then, essentially, when I run clear here, I should actually also set the display style to none, not node. Right, root container, and I think I should do that for the node panel view as well. I didn't, but now I should, because otherwise the node is also going to be shown. Yeah, because the holder does collapse, but it can hold two things because there's two types of node panels now. So let's just check. So construction, here we go, back, processing, there we go, back, research, it's fine, power, no problem, construction again, here we go. Okay, so currently idle, I guess. Can't click on any of these, right? They don't do anything yet. Yeah, everything is still not working. Okay. So let's start making things clickable, I guess. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, what's up? Oh, it started moving, right? So it's tried to set the buildable structure. What's null? Pretty sure the button structure name. So the only thing I could think is it cannot find structure name, or it cannot find buildable structure. It should have. Maybe the structure definition SO. Okay, so on state change. I guess we should check the state, right? So if node.vulkan.state equals well, does not equal but idle, just return, right? Because if I think about it, like, yes, we want to do something when the state changes. Oh, no, wait a minute. Not necessarily. So even if it's not this, I wanted to switch off the construction. Right. That might be part of the problem. So it might come here and it hides buildable structure button. But it doesn't delete it or anything, so it should still be able to do something with it. Yeah, let's just try this again. Okay, so we can go construction, for instance, and we can move. Okay, so it fails immediately on line 85. And it says null reference exception error. I don't know what is null. I'm assuming cannot find the label for structure name. Okay, so let's just try this. If bold structure button equals null, then debug.log. It shouldn't be that button is null. I don't think it's that, right? Let's try this one. If that is equal to null, then our button name is null. Which would be very weird. I don't think the definition is null, and I don't think the icon is null. Is it a typo? Let's see. Structure name. It's a typo. Ah, I'm such a fool. Yeah, it was just a typo. I forgot the R. So there's no point in trying this even. That is all pointless. Let's try that again. And it's probably going to work perfectly now. Okay, so if we have construction open and I start moving, we have a different problem now. Okay. What? If vulkan.currentRegion.logisticshub equals null. Why did it try to build structure though? Oh, buildable structure. Okay, so it wanted to know what structure I could build. Does Vulkan's state changed? If is constructing build, if Vulkan state is not equal to idle, return null. So wait, has Vulkan's state not changed yet? Because I set the state. Oh, jeez. Okay. I invoke before state change. Ah. That's my bad. I need to, when the state is set. Yeah, okay, so that's my bad. The state, the action was invoked, or the event, for state changes, and then the checks fail. My bad. Small things, eh? Small things. Okay, so let's try now. Okay, I can move. Fantastic. Let's go to construction. Oh, it tells me I need to build a logistics hub. Very nice. And if I move around, it goes away. Okay, perfect. So it's like, yeah, you're moving. You can't build right now. And here it tells me you can build, but it's only a logistics hub. And clicking on that button does nothing. Okay, but that's perfect. Because it knows there's technically not a logistics hub in this sector yet, or in this region. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, okay, we also need to make sure we... yeah, Vulcan should not be visible in regions where it's currently not, right? So that's an old problem, but that I just haven't solved it. Okay. Okay, so this is working. I kind of want to, if I think about this, when we are moving, I kind of want to hide everything, even the progress. Right, I kind of want to put a label here somewhere. Just like a can't bold label. And all it needs to say is something like cannot do construction while moving. Can't build while moving. So we can do that one, and then we can can't build, or something like nothing to build. Right. No structures or nodes can be built in this location. Okay, and then for now, I guess I just want to do this. It's with the dot in front of my cannot. Okay, yeah, just something like that. I don't know if it would make it look better if I centered it. I mean, it probably looks a little bit better. Nothing to bold. Cannot bold while moving. Okay, so let's just get those two labels in here as well. Name private, the label. Nothing too bold, right? On bold while move. Nothing too bold. Okay, perfect. Yeah, and we just need to okay, we need to find them first. I'm just gonna copy this, and then I'll just do this. Right. Nice and easy. Font. Bold while move. Dot style. Dot. Lay style. Dot none. And nothing to bold. Same thing. Okay, we just hide the two. And okay, public void show font bold move. Let's say show font bold message, right? And then hide font bold message. Okay, so this one, the hiding one, is straightforward. We just hide both of them. Okay, the show can't bold message, we need a string reason. Is it a string? Let's just do int. I don't really want to do it like this. Show can't bold message and a reason. This is way too open-ended. Boolean maybe? Right, so if moving, so if we are moving, we do this one. Right, else we do just the nothing to bold one, right? Maybe something like that, simple enough. Then the view model. Okay, so let's think about this. Okay, so the clicking doesn't do anything yet. Okay, so if structure, okay, so this is now on state change. Okay, now we need to figure out no can build node. The can build node, it kind of checks for a few things, right? So it'll come back as false when we are constructing. Okay, so maybe that's another If we are constructing, it'll come back as false. If we are not idle, it'll come back as false. We don't have a logistics hub. And if we don't have an outpost, finally, we don't have enough capacity. Return as false. So there's many reasons that it will return false. Okay. Now, yeah, that's kind of annoying because now we should ideally tell it why. Right, give an error message or something like that. So what I'm thinking is out reason out. No, it's a string. String the reason, right? So the reason it's false, for instance. And then we can do string reason. No, we just do reason. Blank one like that, right? But then we need to essentially now for each of these if statements, we need to go and do this, right? Yeah, and we need to set reason equals. Okay. Something like that, right? Cannot do construction while moving, right? And then need to construct a logistics hub. This is gonna pain me later because when I want to do the, maybe I should do some research into localization, because all these strings that I'm typing in here will need to be translated, right? Need to figure out how that works. Need to construct a logistics hub in this region, right? And then finally, no outpost in this sub region. No outpost in the sub region. Old outpost first. Something like that, and then finally here, actually we need to actually do if statements as well, right? So if enough node capacity, so if this just returns false, if this returns a false, right? If we can't, we don't have enough nodes capacity, then it needs to tell me that node capacity reached. Alright, that's kind of how this needs to go. So that's all the ways this could fail, and then we can get a out. Okay. If node can build node, We need out string reason, right? So enable node buttons, disable node buttons. So if it's true, we don't care. Then we just enable the node buttons. But disable node buttons, we kind of need a string with a reason, right? This is now way too complicated. Okay, but reason needs to go there. Or disable node buttons. Okay, so we don't show them, but then we need to show can't build message, essentially, or hide. Okay, so I think I want to do this a little bit. Can't build node message and can't, and then I want to do a can't build structure message. Maybe something like that. Maybe something like that. I'm not sure. Wait. I'm not sure what they mean by this. Is no argument given? What? I don't understand. Let's ask some guidance. Wait, yes. That's not how you spell guidance. There must. Does this not work? Is that not a string? This is what I'm doing. Oh, the else block cannot see this. Oh. I didn't know that. So if I did it like this, then that sets the reason. Okay. Okay. So now disable node button is being called with the reason, right? And it should recompile and fix itself now. Or at least get rid of the error. Yes. Wait, we want this message there and this message there. Can't build structure message, can't build node message. Okay. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so enable node buttons, disable node buttons. Okay, good. So we disable node buttons. So we go to the panel view. Okay, so we have the can't build node message. I guess I just put the message in, right? So when I disable the node buttons, can't build node message dot style, visible style dot display. No, you need to show now. Flex. And then, yeah, the text needs to be sent to the reason. Okay, and then when we enable it, the flex must be none. So that's for the node buttons. We don't need this. Okay, and then set buildable structure. Okay, that's okay. Now what we need to do is can't build structure message dot style dot display. Okay, needs to be none. Okay, hide. Okay, we need a string. Guess we need a reason. If we want to be consistent, I want to know why we can't build. Okay, so this is the node reason. Okay. Okay. Buildable structure. Okay, so I'm gonna have to have string structure region. Okay, so and then we need to go here. Okay, because it returns null a few times, right? Okay, so in the situation where I can't build anything, I need to put out string reason a, and I first need to do reason equals just an empty string. Okay, but if constructing, then we have to do one of these, and we have to do reason equals already, well, busy with a construction project. Right. Now, this is probably going to look stupid, so I might not want to do it this way, but anyway, well, now this is what's happening. Cannot do construction while moving. Right, basic stuff like that for now. Otherwise, it's just blank and we don't care. Okay. Okay, so here we have our structure reason. Okay. And then I already got the structure definition, right? So why am I asking for it again? Now that's a little bizarre. So like that, right? Because we already got the structure definition. We checked it's not null. Yeah. Okay, and here we need to put the structure reason. Now, I'm not entirely in love with this because now it's just going to duplicate these messages. Yeah, which is not great. It's fine for now. I mean, we're gonna be fiddling with this still a lot, right? So, okay. Let's try it out, and then I actually want to have this thing build something. Okay, we click on Vulkan and go to structure node. Okay, everything is showing. Yes, it hasn't updated, right? Let's update it down. No structure or node can be built in this location. Okay. Okay. Need to construct a logistics hub in this region. So we can now click logistics hub, for instance. Okay, perfect. So that's actually working. Now let's get those buttons work to actually do something. Why is that one actually? Okay, you know what, that's fine. Okay. So build structure clicked and build node clicked. Here we go. We need to get these things work. Okay, before I go there, I'm gonna go use the restroom, and I'll be right back. So let me just do this. See you in 2 minutes. I'm back. Okay, let's get these buttons working. Okay, so first of all, if we build structure, if that is clicked, we want to go to our construction node, and essentially we want to call try start build structure with a structure definition, right? Okay, that should be fine. We have this structure definition here that we set. Yeah, so when we set buildable structure, I guess do give it a definition. Well, there is a definition set, right? But okay, so let's just check. So what we'll have to do is do node.try build structure, right? And it needs a structure definition. I have one right there. So I guess if I just make this private structure definition. Just do that, buildable structure, right? Do that, get rid of this here. Now it's that one. So now we save buildable structure. So every time we do a state change, Vulkan will check. And we can essentially just pass buildable structure in there. Now, if it's null, what does it do? Nothing. So I can send a null here and it will just work. So let's not do that. Now we shouldn't be able to do this, but let's just imagine, just to put the guardrails in, right? Some guardrails are not that bad. Okay, so now we can try build structure. Okay, build node clicked. Okay, so if we build the node, we can go node.try build start build node, and in this case we go node definition so.to runtime, right? As node definition. Right, something like that. We just convert it to a node definition. We could have done the same with the structure, but since we already got it there, I mean, why? Why do that? Okay. On node complete. I don't think we need to do anything really. And we might not need this, to be honest. Okay, let's not worry about that for now. Let's see if these other two work. So if we can start building them. Because I don't know actually if my nodes and things work correctly. the building. Right, I haven't tested it. So let's try. Okay, so we click on Vulkan, we go to construction. It tells me I can build a logistics hub. Oh wait, I haven't registered the callbacks. Whoops, my bad. My bad, sorry, premature. Let's go back here. Yeah, so these are not called Oh, they are. Build structure clicked. On build structure clicked. No, they have been. Okay. No, so we do actually. Oh, it was still null. Yeah, it was still null. I'm just stupid. Okay. Because I haven't moved, so it hasn't tried to set it or anything like that. Okay. So let's try that again. This time moving around first so that it actually tries to, you know, set a few things. So if I move around, it should now, if we go to construction, picked up. Yeah. If I click Logistics Hub now, I have no idea if it's building. Yeah, something should have changed. Doesn't seem to be building. Okay, so let's. I might not have enough resources. That could be a thing. Now that I think about it, so we could check our spreadsheet. Logistics Hub, but quite a bit of. I mean, that's not super expensive, right? We have all those reasons. So it's not that. But it does seem that, like, Vulkan state change didn't occur. When I click that button, it goes to try. So we could do a debug here. Debug.log, not right line. Oh wait, I don't have using Unity engine, I think. Yeah, okay, so no. ID. So let's just do trying to build that thing. Okay, let's just see if there's not something maybe that goes wrong here. Try to build structure definition. So we give it a definition. It returns a boolean, I guess. Okay, if it's an outpost, it'll do that. Oh, it just checks for reason. Yeah, okay. Structure context, try consume recipe, blah blah blah. And then is constructing gets set to true, which should set Vulkan state to true as constructing as well, right? I kind of like doing this. Now, this is actually kind of nice. Now that I think about it, because even now, what I could do is, you know, I could ask it to print out why it failed, because it is a Boolean, right? I can give the reason for failure. We call this failure reason. Right? Which is very useful if I want to go, because there's like 10 things that could be wrong here. Normally I would log that, but if it just returns that string, then I can just log it here. Right, so now we can do if, because it returns a Boolean, right? We don't need to do the if statement, to be honest, but we do need to out. I think I could just do that to ignore it for now. Okay, yeah. I'll work with it later if I need to. Let's just see if trying to build even happens, right? Because it might be that buildable structure is just null for some reason. Well, it shouldn't be, because it did pick up logistics hub, but okay, let's just see. Let's just start there, right? Just start there, see what happens. Okay, we're moving. Start. Okay, we are mining stuff. Construction. Okay, that button did not do anything. Let's move again. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with buttons. Why are they not registering? Yeah, it's just not doing anything. Ugh, okay, let's go to the view. Panel view. Oh, you know what? I think I clear it and then I deregister. Oh, that's bad. When I initialize this thing, I also need to register all of these again, right? Ah. Okay, that's my bad. So, definitely that's part of my problem. Because we don't register the callback again when we initialize, but we do clear. Yeah, okay, so that's definitely a problem. And it's going to be the same. Yeah, it's the same with this button here. We do need to register callback here. Okay. That probably will fix it, right? Okay. I could put a debug log here. Build structure button ticked. Okay, let's give it a go. Let's move over there. Now, if I open construction, yeah, this kind of doesn't work. Okay, but as soon as I go idle, it figures it out. Right, now if I click on Logistics Hub, trying to build Logistics Hub. Okay, perfect. Currently busy with another construction. Okay, and I should not be able to move. Busy constructing. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I can't see the progress. And that's bad because now I don't know how long I need to sit here. Now, I believe the current construction time is actually quite long, right? Yeah, 300 seconds? Yeah, that's 5 minutes. We can't wait 5 minutes, okay. Let's stop. Okay, what I think I should do then. Okay, let's go here and let's make the build time 3 seconds. And for an outpost, we'll make it 1. Right, so they finish quickly. Okay. And I do believe it rebuilds from scriptable objects every time I click play, so that's good because my data lives in the scriptable objects. Okay, so we can move over here. Go to construction, doesn't show me anything currently, but let's just wait. Okay, click. It'll be constructing now. Not implemented okay. Okay. Sorry, ne? Sorry, let's see. Where does it break? Oh, okay. Yeah, on complete. Okay. So the structure was completed. I guess. Right, for now, what I could do is just a debug.log. Object.definition.id plus function completed. Yeah, just something like that, right? That was a dumb way to have this thing failed. It's weird that it calls it so many times, right? Am I the only one that thinks that's weird? Okay. Trying to build the logistics hub. Logistics hub construction completed. Now I can build an outpost. Okay, null reference exception error. Okay, so the outpost. Okay, why did it try to add node? So the structure was build, and then the node. Okay, if structure definition is outpost, add this node. Why am I doing this? What node am I adding? This is referring to this class, but what am I trying to add? I don't even know. What? Huh? Yeah, it's a little weird. Why am I trying to add a node? I'm thinking that the new list hasn't been created yet. That's why that thing breaks, right? That would make sense to me. Right, because we call add node here, but it doesn't mean that the base definition has been initialized yet. Right, if we do nodes equals new, okay, it doesn't like doing that either. Can I do base? Okay, so that's interesting. Why can't I do this? Property structure can be assigned to read only. Ah, okay. Okay, it's a read only. Okay, so if okay, wait, if nodes equal null, just return and don't do anything. I think that's the problem, but also I'm not sure why I'm adding a node already to the outpost. And what node am I adding? Yeah, actually, okay, so we create that thing. Power node. Ah, okay, we are creating a power node. Ah, okay, this might be the problem. The nodes list doesn't exist, but we already created the power node. I think that's the problem. Power node should only be created after the node list is there, because it tries to add itself. Okay, I think that's the problem. Ultimately, okay, let's just remove this, because I kind of want it to be an error. I don't want it to just fail silently. Okay, then we'll try again to build the output. Okay, let's go. Okay, so first of all, construction. I need to change this thing so it works a little bit differently, but it's fine for now. Okay, so build the logistics hub. Logistics hub built. Build an outpost. Outpost completed. And now we can add the nodes. Okay. Okay, wait. My nodes might still take a while to build because... yeah, the build time is still 100. Okay. Actually, I don't know if I started to build nodes. What's the cost of nodes? They're not that expensive. if I go over here, I should get the, nodes. The node buttons exist, but those buttons are obviously a little bit broken. So let's go check out what's happening with the node buttons, right? Okay, so this is the node buttons. When we set them up, okay, we grab them, we set node. Oh, okay, I don't do anything with them. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, so what I should do, they are already created. I need to do node text. So this needs to be set. Oops, like that. Yeah, we could just copy this and this. Okay. So in this case, we could just take the SO dot sprite and SO dot definition. Yeah, that should be it. We get the sprite. I don't think we have sprites for nodes, but we should be able to get them. No problem. And we can at least see them. And also, I think I want to go grab the nodes and just make their... So it's going to be extraction, build time 1 second, processing, build time 1 second, and research build time 1 second. I just want these things to build quickly. Don't want to sit around and wait for it. Not right now, at least. Okay. Now, when the building is complete, we should get construction complete on node as well. So it should work fairly well. Let's see. Okay, construction. Okay, yeah, so the nodes show, okay, we build a logistics hub. We finished. We build an outpost. It's done. We build an extraction node. Doesn't do anything. Okay, so if we go here, we should have the outpost available again. Yeah, we can build an outpost. Outpost complete. Okay, but I can't build any of those. Okay. For some reason, let's go check the code. What's happening? Okay, build node clicked. So I think I want to do something similar. Okay, trying to build node definition so.id. Try start build node. Okay, so maybe this is where it breaks in some way. Okay, there's a bunch of reasons why it could break. Recipe shouldn't be one of them. Yeah, okay, we do register the callback again. Let's just see if it actually triggers. Construction. We build a logistics hub. Build an outpost. Construction completed. Click here. Trying to build extraction. Trying to build processing. Trying to build research. Okay, so this is clicking. I don't know if I need to move. We move back there. Maybe. Okay, so in this case, we're going to have to implement our reason, right? I think we're going to do outstring failure reason. Failure reason equals empty string. Okay. Try start build. So on every false, we need to get failure reason equals already constructing. Right. I'm actually going to copy and paste this because I'm going to have to do this a couple of times. Okay, so here we do it. Here we do it. Here we do it. Here we do it. Okay, and if we get through all of that, I guess we do it at the end as well. And it's going to be just some unknown failure reason. Okay. Okay, so already construction. Not. Or, well. Current region is null. Okay. Then current sub-region is null. Both of these would be kind of weird. They happened. Okay. Outpost is null. That's a weird one. And then this one is not enough space on outpost. And then finally we have unknown failure cause, which is the worst case, right? Pause. Okay, so let's do that. We try build. Okay, we go out string reason, and then we do log reason. Right, trying to build the thing with a reason. Now, if the reason is just blank, that's fine. We could even go try build reason. We can even go here and just say try build succeeded. Right, so it succeeds by default, which basically means we can get all the way to here. Fails for various reasons, and if this didn't even happen. Okay, so here, when we return true, we should actually say, no, we shouldn't say that. We should say tribal succeeded. Yeah. I think that's better. Yeah, we print the reason. Okay, let's go back to testing, I guess. Okay, let's move about. Construction. Okay, build the logistics hub. Done. Build the outpost. Done. Okay, now build extraction. Not enough space on outpost. Huh. That is a strange one to have failed. I was not expecting that at all. Okay, so the node capacity is 0. That's very interesting. Well, okay. Where do we add nodes? We only add nodes here. We don't even add nodes to outposts. What nonsense is... Okay, wait. Try consume structure, try consume recipe. Okay, what does finish node do? Node factory create. Okay, so I said extraction node, for instance. So we go new extraction node. Doesn't really do anything, so we're just basically making a node. Okay, okay. When it's done, it checks if it's an outpost, and it adds the node. This is bizarre. This is bizarre. So we filled up with nodes. This is so weird. You know, what if we have this thing also return something? Out int node city. Right, so we return and we say node capacity equals this dot node capacity. I'm thinking... I don't know what I'm thinking. But anyway... Okay, we're not going to worry about that one. Okay, so there might be something going wrong with the way the nodes are being added, and it just kind of blows it up. I'm thinking. Okay, not enough space on outpost. Capacity equals... yeah, whatever that is, right? Yeah, at least it's not like we failed because of a dumb reason. We literally just check for capacity and we found that we're already full. I know we add a power node, right, to the... okay, I need to fix that thing as well. Okay, logistics hub. Outpost. Extraction. Capacity is equal to 2, so why does it fail? That makes 0 sense. Oh. It's because I'm a dumbass. Okay. I see now, because this returns true. Node capacity greater than 0. I needed to check if it's not true. Ah, for crying out loud. That'll do it. That'll do it. Okay, let's try again. It's always gonna be true because there's space. I didn't save this. That change is not implemented in the game. Okay, let's try again. Try again. Oh, it didn't play. It just reloaded the stuff. Okay. Fine. You there. Go over there and open a construction panel. Okay. Build a logistics hub. Build an outpost. Build an extraction module. Extraction construction completed. Fantastic. Build a processing module. Completed. Node capacity reached. Yes. Thank you. Okay, now when I click there, it should actually show me the outpost. And then I should be able to do stuff with the outpost because it has nodes and everything. Look at us. We're getting somewhere. Okay, but I feel like this is a good enough place to end for today. So we'll get the outpost things working. Let's go here, to-do list. Right, so okay, construction basically works, right? So we've done that. We even added the Cinti assets. We don't have shipbuilding working, but okay, so what we need to do now is outpost outpost UI and needs to show when click when sub region selected. Right. Subregion / outpost, right? I haven't decided exactly how that will work. But anyway, something like that. Okay, get shipbuilding working. That's a different problem for a different time. And ugly UI, it's going to be that way for a while. So just, but that's good. I think we made some good progress today. So I'm happy. Thank you so much for popping in, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Cheers.